Hey guys, Loffter here. We are doing something a bit different today. So, this is, as you probably saw, and I'll explain what just happened in a moment. Oh yeah. Okay. We're playing Deep Sleep, Labyrinth of the Forsaken. So this is a turn-based horror RPG, which is something I've been begging for. It's the reason I made the Sweet Home video. I'll explain more in a moment. Do you know that some people can smell ants? It sounds bizarre, I know, but it's true. Not everyone has this trait. It's genetics, just like having blue eyes or not. That's not the point. The point is there is one group of people that can smell ants and one that can't. And there's also a subsection of people in those two groups who cannot properly taste cilantro. And the 1/4 of people who cannot taste cilantro but can smell ants has a horrible life. And the funniest thing about that is that the people of both groups are equally surprised when they first learn about the existence of opposite group. Just as much as you're surprised I could smell ants, I was surprised that you couldn't. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Your ticket, please. Huh? Oh, right. One moment. I had it somewhere. Maybe try checking your pockets, ma'am. Okay, so full disclosure, I actually did start the game already once, and did some talking, but for whatever reason, it didn't properly capture. Just like, for some reason right now, the top of the screen isn't on the screen. Ah, the life of a YouTuber. Alright, there we go. That fixes that. Now you can see the entire screen. So I discovered this game by watching one of my favorite YouTubers, John Wolf. And he played the first 3 games in the trilogy in preparation for this one. And those 3 didn't interest me gameplay-wise because they were basically just like point-and-click walking simulators. But this one has interesting turn-based combat. And so I wanted to play it myself. Now, I actually have been going to sleep to his playthroughs, so while I have seen bits and pieces here and there, I really don't know what's going on in the game. Your transit station is coming up at the next stop. Remember to change trains, ma'am. Have a pleasant journey. So, I really wanted to play this myself so that I could watch his playthrough with fresh eyes, or not fresh eyes, with completely tainted eyes, to be honest with you. And if you've never seen John Wolf or John Wolf, somehow you're seeing me but not him. He's got 2 amazing channels, and I highly recommend them. But watch my playthrough first, because I'm here now. There you are, sis. I was getting worried. You fell asleep or something? Perhaps I did. We'll do this one. I might have gotten lost in thought a bit. Oh, sis, getting lost all the time, aren't you? We're almost at our train station. Don't want to miss it. Come on. But yeah, so this is basically like the kind of game I've been wanting for years and years, since I played Sweet Home 6 years ago. So, what are you thinking about? You said you were lost in thought. Oh, just random stuff. I can't remember what was going through my head exactly. It was ants. You were thinking about ants. That's a shame. Precious philosophical thoughts are my sister's lost forever. Of my sister's lost forever. And yeah, this is where I got to when I realized that my OBS wasn't recording. If you do... Oh, okay, so I can hold down... Shh. That got me twice. That actually got me twice. Cool, great. This is a fairly dialogue-heavy game. I'm going to... So, what now? To make it as easy to watch as possible. This won't be a... Hopefully won't be a solid block of playthrough nonstop, but if it is, hopefully you enjoy it. We should find a timetable and check out what our next train departs. Actually, what's the time now? I forgot my watch. Wait. Huh, mine doesn't seem to work. Weird. Doesn't matter. There should be a clock at the train station. While we're here, we could also grab a newspaper to have something to read on the train. Alright, sounds like a plan. About the time. Can't we estimate the time somehow? For example, when we were supposed to arrive here? I don't remember. I forgot my watch, and yours apparently doesn't work. So let's just check the time at the train station. That shouldn't be a problem. So which train do we have to catch now? That's the fun part. I don't know how it's going to be labeled on the timetable. They usually put the train's final destination there. Maybe we'll have to ask, but don't worry, it's not a big station. With only one platform, it shouldn't be difficult to figure out. And obviously, since I have watched some of his playthrough, I do know how the combat works fairly intimately. So if you will not unfortunately see me struggle much unless I do, because I also can be pretty dumb. Where do you want to buy the newspaper at this time of night? I thought you didn't know what time it was. Very funny. Chill out. There's a vending machine here at the platform, that big blue box. It requires coins. Do you have any change? No, only banknotes. Harsh life of rich people. If we were rich, we wouldn't have to travel by train, Thomas. Anyways, without a coin, getting that newspaper is going to be tricky. Let's get to it then. All right. Use mouse 2 to run. Oh, I can click, or I could just use shift and WADs, which honestly, shift and WADs is way... I don't know if that's better. Okay, so right here, there was... I could get newspaper from this vending machine if only I had a coin. Okay, well, let's go look over here and see what's in here. Oh, it's locked from the other side. Okay. Can I go in the building yet? This reminds me a lot of Darkwood, another game that I didn't play myself, but I watched somebody else play. That one I watched Markiplier. I'm not just a creator. I actually spend a lot of my time on YouTube because it's my preferred form of entertainment between educational stuff and gaming. Huh. It's all jumbled, random letters and numbers. This thing seems to be broken. Okay. We'll go in the women's bathroom because that seems like the proper place for us to go. You can review your objective in the game menu by pressing escape. Okay, that clock doesn't look like it's going to be super helpful. It's me, just left-handed. That's not... Yeah, it's fine. The time is... This doesn't make any sense. It's going backwards and forwards simultaneously. I know I shouldn't touch that, but I have to. I know I'm not going crazy. There's something wrong with this clock. Huh. We got some batteries. So, like, just as an example of how much I've seen in this game, I haven't seen anything at this point, but I remember the solution to the billboard puzzle outside of the bathroom. So yeah, that's sort of what we're dealing with. I can just play this one-handed. That's gonna make it much simpler, especially with the wireless mouse. Okay, so I can't go in there. So what is this? Okay, well, we happen to have a screwdriver. Oh god, it's my least favorite puzzle type. I'm so bad at these. Okay, so that takes it up to 30. I need it to be between 30. Oh, that's easy. Wait, no, I need plus 20. That should do it. So this actually says, help me sis. However, doesn't it look like a message or... No, what the hell am I talking? Are you done playing with that thing, sis? You wanted to check the timetable, Thomas. It's not my fault everything here is broken. Okay, you tried. The train will arrive sooner or later. We just have to wait. No, wait. I think this might be... Well, it's odd, but I think it's not just random letters. If we could find a way to read it... Nonsense. If you really want to read something, go get that newspaper I mentioned. Contextually, this saying, help me, sis, and my brother standing right there is really strange. Just my luck. The clock is out of order. The main clock at the railway station. How likely is that? Oh well, maybe they have more clocks around here. Yep, I already did that. So I guess we're still looking for a coin. It's too dark to see anything. Amy, what are you doing? It clearly says staff only. Of course it's too dark. They don't want you to go in there. I can't see any light switches either. Why do you have to go in there? Come on, where's your sense of adventure? Or at least a flashlight. Yeah, I have a flashlight, but why would you even go in there? Sir, I would like the flashlight. I need that flashlight you mentioned. You're not going by any chance sneak into a staff-only room, right, sis? What? No. Yes, but it's important. You're always looking for trouble, aren't you, sis? Thomas, look, there's something wrong with this place. I can feel it. Look around. There's nobody here but us. The main door has a huge padlock on it. Everything is just off. Can't you feel it? We can't just stay here and wait. Maybe, but my flashlight won't help you. Don't be like that, Thomas, please. No, I'm serious. It won't help you. I must have left it turned on and it drained the batteries dead. It doesn't work. Oh. Here, take it away anyway. Maybe you can find new batteries for it. Thanks. And we have already done that. And because we've already been in the menu, we know that we can combine items. And now we have a flashlight. So you can turn it on and off by pressing F. Okay. And despite the fact that his ran out of batteries, it does not seem to have limited batteries. Use right to shine the flashlight around. You can also do it while moving. I would appreciate you not doing that, thanks. Can I click on things? Okay, I can click on things even if I can't see them. That's good to know. Yes. I would like that, thank you. I don't see anything else in here, and this should lead back out to... Yeah, okay. Okay. Use the coin on the vending machine. Got the newspaper. The latest issue of Sunrise Telegram. Rustling through the pages is somehow soothing, even though they are filled with descriptions of tragedies and atrocities. Help me is... Just my luck. I think I've gotten a faulty copy. The entire front page is missing, replaced by some random letters. Wait, did I see some similar letters before? Okay. So we have that, and like I said, I already know how to solve this puzzle. Although, to be honest, it spelled it out pretty clearly. And our brother is now missing. Is there anything here I can do or talk to? Nope. Okay. Maybe he's in the bathroom. Thomas, are you there? Nothing. Okay. I'm usually not the kind of person to interact with everything all the time, but... Oh yeah, I've got to do it like this. So I have to use this on that. What if... Help me, sis? What the... And now we begin. What is that? I didn't see this. I think I watched the padlock fall off the door and then I immediately fell asleep. Now I remember. The train. I took the train to get here, to the funeral of my brother Thomas. Oh, that's scary. But no, I remember John getting his first weapon. So I couldn't have fallen asleep or did I fall asleep and it get paused? Huh. What is that? What a nightmare. I need coffee and some fresh air. I don't feel like doing this right now. Maybe tomorrow. A dream journal is a notebook. Okay, first truth. I can't believe I'm actually doing it. A dream journal. And how is it supposed to work? From what Thomas wrote in his own journal, it trains the memory, helps it with remembering. A key step towards lucid dreaming. What am I even trying to achieve? Because he thought he saw some monsters in a nightmare and it changed his life forever. Newsflash, brother, people see monsters in their dreams. Why was it so unusual for you? I was so angry when he was obsessing over it. Too angry. And look at me now. I guess I had some sort of success tonight. At least I dreamed about Thomas. We were traveling together. Then he vanished and I found myself at his funeral. I remember he was dead and I gained lucidity. I could feel it. Then the whole dream collapsed and I woke up. If anything he wrote was true, next time I might get closer to finding something. So, just as a small thing, if you've seen one of my prior videos, typically this dash is indicative of AI, somebody using AI to write stuff. But, however, I don't think that's the case here. If they did use AI, they heavily edit it because nothing else actually reads like AI. This is the only sentence to me that reads as AI, and because I'm so accustomed to seeing it, it's possible I'm the one hallucinating now. Because just because people don't typically use that doesn't mean they never use that, you know? Oh, okay. I have to get some coffee. Landlord's letter. Miss Amelia, I'm very sorry to hear the tragic news about Thomas. It is beyond words. Please accept my deepest condolences. I suspect you'll be visiting the funeral in the upcoming days, and since you're from outside the city, I thought you might need a place to stay. Your brother was a worried tenant, never got any complaints from neighbors. A wonderful tenant, never got any complaints from neighbors. He was never late with rent. In fact, he always paid in advance. As such, the apartment is still available for you for the whole month. Using up the deposit, I can even prolong this period a bit further. Either way, you should have enough time to sort out all the things that need to be sorted out while having a place to stay. Well, this is a very unrealistic game, because this landlord is very concerned about his tenants, and that is not how that works. I will admit, this offer comes with a request that you remove your brother's belongings and, by the end of your visit, leave the apartment ready for the next tenant. Of course, if staying at your late brother's place would be too painful, I can also recommend a relatively cheap hotel. Otherwise, please find the attached key. The landlord is not a pleasant type, but at least there are some details in this letter that can help me puzzle things together. Like that my brother was never late with rent, so he wasn't in financial straits. While I looked for Thomas that night, by day I tried to gather any info I could to help me understand what happened to him. I decided to stockpile all the documents here, so I expect this collection to grow with time. Maybe I'll watch TV tomorrow. Clock. Grandfather clock. It's been sitting broken for years. I don't feel like doing this right now. Maybe tomorrow. You have? No. New messages. Okay. So coffee is in the kitchen somewhere. Oh, I see. Oh, that's an interesting way to load things in. Gulp, 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 gulp. Smells so good. Now to the balcony. Okay, she won't run. I wonder why she won't run with piping hot coffee. Oh, I thought that was the balcony. Armor Game Studios presents. I didn't know we were getting an intro screen. A game by Scriptwelder. I mean, for a pixel game, this looks great. God, you can even see cars going by on the street. The lights are changing. The water is moving. The sun's going down or coming up. Wherever you are, brother, I will find you. Not sure where or how, but I will. Right, now back to regular life. It's been a while since the funeral, but I still need to take care of some formal matters at the notary. It's scary how many things we leave behind unfinished. At least I'll have something to do during the day. Tonight, I'll try reaching him again. So tired. At least I won't have problems falling asleep. The apartment seems so still and quiet without him. You have one new message. Hi, it's Thomas. Something terrible has happened, or not, who knows. Either way, can't pick up right now. Oh, leave a message after the beep. I should really change that. Hello? Amy, right? It's me, Alex. I think you should change that leave a message thingy. It's a bit haunting since, you know. Anyway, I'm calling to say the boss said yes to your extended leave. He understands the situation and so on. But I didn't tell him why you were staying there. As much as I'm concerned, he thinks you need time to cope, which, to be honest, you do. Because let's face it, why are you staying there exactly? To study your brother's dream journals and such? I really don't understand. Listen, I'm trying to be accepting and tolerant, but I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. We all cope with loss in our own ways. I hope you're okay. Take care. I'll try calling again tomorrow. Okay, so Alex is a person. Okay, well, we already read the dream journal. We've already been to the balcony. All right. I will return for you in just a moment, but I want to not break continuity, so I'm gonna do what Twolf does. Okay, we're back. So, I know it seems like I'm biting off of another YouTuber quite a bit, but it actually has nothing to do with style, and it has to do with technology. Us YouTubers have to sync our video and our audio, and the way he does it is brilliant because he works his transitions into the syncing process. It's really good. And that's one of the reasons I'm doing that this way. It works very well for longer Let's Plays, and I'm not going to just use somebody else's technique without giving them proper credit. Even if they are infinitely larger than I am. I have choices here. Okay, so we'll go to the hotel. I won't pretend I understand how it works, but I think I can access this dream. A strange place where Thomas might have checked in at. Oh, we'll go to the new place then, because I don't remember anything at the hotel that we didn't do. All right. So I do remember this part. There's something in the vase. Well, I didn't remember that part. What I actually remembered was this part. Oh, I can't do it. Jesus. Okay, cool. It may be the only jump scare I get in the game, but it gets me. Okay, what is this? The cube with buttons. Remember to... Yeah, I was gonna do that. You don't have to tell me. I'm a big boy. So, is it circle, tier? Is it tier next? Yeah, tier. The shield? Yeah, shield. The half triangle one. Is it half triangle or half oval? It is triangle. This is getting awkward to control. The more I spin it, the more confused I get. And then square. I did it. This is your brother's dream. This is a dream? Yes, I remember now. I'm dreaming. I'm looking for Thomas. There we go. A bed with a skeleton. And this is what I remembered. A skeleton in bed. This doesn't bode well, huh? This is probably a bit crazy, but I've got a really bad feeling about this place. I should find something to protect myself with. Maybe arm myself with this bone. Ha! Get it? Arm myself? Because it's an arm bone! That's exactly what you'd have said if you were here. Oh, you'd be so proud, Thomas. Durability 4/4. So the way the combat in this game works, I'll go ahead and explain it. It's a bit different. You don't do like in most RPGs where it's like attack, defend, etc. Not exactly. So weapons have damage, which is actually not even showing right now, funny enough. But weapons have damage and they have effects as well. So for instance, this bone or a wrench, for instance, has the slow effect. And it actually has funny enough, it actually uses Sea of Stars combat. If you've played, or if you haven't seen my playthrough of Sea of Stars, it's on the channel. Because the combat's so similar, I think I'll actually link it in this video. It's a fun time. I did the DLC and stuff, but the combat's very much like that, where the enemy has a counter above their head that ticks down, and they do their attack when that hits 0 or goes past 0. And so you can use certain items like the wrench, as I mentioned, to slow them for 1 turn, making it so they don't get their attack. So, and all items have durability. So it's also got that survival aspect where like you kind of have to use your items correctly and efficiently. So yeah, super fun and cool stuff. That's why I was so interested in this game. When I started seeing the combat, I was like, wait, I gotta play this. I gotta watch this. The only other puzzle that I know off the top of my head involves a chain, a bucket, and a well. And you'll probably see me do that puzzle very quickly because I remember it. But like I said, for the most part, I fall asleep during the playthrough of this. Not because it's a boring game or even because John's boring. It's because I usually watch a video before I go to sleep every night. And he's very relaxing. I'm not. I'm like a combination of Aaron Hansen, Jacksepticeye, and Markiplier. I'm going to scream. So yeah, well, I might. Greetings, Amelia. I'm sure this note will reach you somehow. I hope the inner awakening went well and you managed to anchor yourself within the dream. My apologies for not making it easier, but you had to solve it for yourself to gain a stronger grasp of this reality. The hardest part is not allowing the dream to collapse upon becoming aware of where you are. Enduring that moment of clarity is the first step towards maintaining lucidity. As you can probably suspect, I have taken it upon myself to help you a bit with the awakening, and having your permission, I would like to be honored to guide you further. I know who you are looking for. However, before I can help you, I will have to ask for a small favor myself. Come to the basement so we can talk. Sincerely, a friend. P.S. Ring ring. Nobody's showing up. And this part I do know. Maybe I should stop? Who am I trying to summon anyways? The tome went down for a second. I feel watched. There it is. Okay, so it was 20 times. I was just trying to get the achievement. I don't really achievement hunt, but whatever. Do I want to pick up a bucket of water? Why, yes, I do. Wait, is this where he got the bucket? I didn't see that part. What floor sign? Better not run recklessly, you say. Ugh, I should have listened to the sign. Actually, how do you slip in a puddle of water? Like a smooth amount of water, maybe, but a puddle? That's really hard to... At least it doesn't do mean stuff like, you ran down the stairs, so now you're gonna fall and take damage. You want to pick up a flashlight? Oh yes, I would like a flashlight, please. Oh my god, let's stop the ringing. Hello? Kindest greetings, Amelia. Who are you? How do you know my name? I'm a friend, as I stated in the letter upstairs. And while you do not know me, one could say that, to a certain degree, I have made an acquaintance with your brother. You knew Thomas? Yes, I know that you're looking for him here. Can you help me find him? You said that you'd help me. Can I actually find him? Does this mean he's still alive? No, he's not alive. At least not in the literal sense. You have been his funeral in the Woken world, remember? Nevertheless, I can help you find him, if this is what you desire. I'm not sure if I follow. I'm confused. If he's dead, then how can I find him? You knew from the very start that he was dead, yet you still began your search. Maybe you do not always remember that he died when you are here, yet you always search for him. Yes, but that doesn't actually answer my question. It does. It will become apparent with time. Where are we? So, where are we? Within a dream. Yes, I know that. It's my dream, but I don't recognize this place. You act based upon a mistaken belief, Amelia, that this dream is yours. It isn't? You have searched for your brother far and wide. It should not be particularly surprising that you have found yourself in his dream. It's Thomas's dream? Is he here? No, he has long since departed. This dream is what he left behind. And so, who the hell are you? I have already told you, a friend. Sorry, friend, but that's not detailed enough. Not to mention where I come from, that term is earned, not claimed. Fair enough. Perhaps with time, I will earn that title then. Meanwhile, I can only ask of you to trust me. I'm standing in a dark basement in a dream, talking on a phone with a disembodied voice that claims to know my dead brother. Was that a question? Because that is precisely the situation you find yourself in. Your note mentioned that you needed something. Correct. I'm guessing you want something in return for helping me? No, I simply require your assistance before I'm able to truly help you. Not sure if that makes things better or worse. I've been imprisoned here, and I need to regain my freedom if you wish for me to help you. Okay, that definitely makes it sound worse. Behind this gate on the right, there is a short corridor leading to a room with pipes. Traverse that room, and at the very back there will be another passage. Go there if you wish to help me. I never agreed to helping you. Like I already said, I don't exactly trust a random voice on a phone. I know, but for now, you are the only hope I have. This gate here, it looks close shut to me. I'm sure you will manage to overcome this obstacle. Perhaps you can use something to pry it open. Maybe I could use this bone I found. This bone you found? There was the skeleton. I thought its arm might come in handy. So, you just decided to take a random human bone with you. Don't judge me, okay? I thought it might be useful as a weapon, for example. I am not judging you, Amelia. You are just very similar to your brother. I am? Indeed. Time will tell if that is a good thing or a bad thing. I'm afraid this is about as much time as we have. We cannot continue this conversation for now. They are beginning to sense something. They? Who are they? I will make an attempt to contact you again when it's safe. I don't remember anything about a they. I don't like that she looks at the camera. Alright, well then let's use the bone. That was a strong ass bone. It bent the bars. Okay. First aid cap. Oh, ow, that was hot. Ah, it burns. That steam is hot as hell. I know it's just a dream, but the pain feels so real. The trauma will wake me up if I'm not careful. Hopefully there won't be any more burning surprises. Great. Okay, Amy, you can do it. Just be careful. Also, I should treat that burn somehow. Okay, so health is actually just you waking up. Find the medicine in your inventory and select bled to consume. Well, what if I don't want to do that yet? How much does it heal? What if it heals 2 damage? That would be silly. Ah! Well, okay, well now's a great opportunity to check. Oh, no. That's right. Haha! Can I have that? No. Another health kit over there, though, if I so desire. Girl, if you don't run... Do you want to pick up a bottle of medicine? You're okay, so we don't want to pick that up right now. Interact. Whoa. Oh, that's a nope. That's a nope. Nope. Sometimes the fight can't be avoided. No rush. You have some turn before the monster attacks. Select one for each strike. Okay, it only has 3 hit points. Okay, so you can see the bone is down to 2. 1. It's gonna hit me for some amount of damage. 1. I think also I can examine it. Burnt ashen body glowing with embers. This creature seems to be burning from within. Weak smoldering cause prepares to attack. Okay, it doesn't tell me about how much. Oh, it does right there, actually. The human bone has been lost. Well, what the hell was that? Okay, Amy, relax. It's just a bad dream. A nightmare. Everything is possible, but nothing is real, I think. If I could find a way to turn off that furnace, the pipes in the previous room should stop releasing steam. This looks like a mechanism of some sort, but it clearly is missing a part. The barely visible label says main shutoff switch. If only I had something that could use a lever, like a human bone. Unfortunately, it broke into pieces and can't be... I can't loot this guy. I do know you can loot some enemies. It's coming from this way. Hello? Amelia, it's good to hear you again. I'm glad you are safe. Safe? I just had to run through a burning steam and fight a weird monster from a furnace. But you managed to overcome those obstacles, and for the time being, you are safe. We have the opportunity to talk more now. Still can't get to you. I'm still trying to access the room behind the pipes. Excellent. I know you can make it. And you're in there? No, sadly. But you'll find a path leading to me. More riddles? Can't you just tell me what's in there? I do not know. I can't see it from here. Amelia, I know I said we might have more time now. However, it can still run out. No matter how big the hourglass is, the grains of sand are still numbered. Please hurry. I'm stuck. Hot steam is blocking my way, and the only way to turn it off is a furnace that requires a lever. I have nothing like that. The bone broke when I was fighting the monster. Do not fret, Amelia. Remember, this is a dream, and while it's not yours, you are still the dreamer, the traveler. You can give me as many titles as you want, but none of them can be used as a lever. You would be surprised how much you can influence a dream, even if it's not yours. You need to calm down and realize the power that is in your hands. You possess a certain focus. You can use it to restore what you once had, to remember what was lost. Like that broken bone? It is a bit of a gruesome example, but could serve as a learning case. Close your eyes, remember the item you wish to bring back, and use your focus. I must finish this conversation. I have already risked too much. They are going to notice. They? Hello? Use your imagination to conjure known items. This button? Okay. So yeah, see, I can conjure, using my focus, I can conjure a bottle of medicine or a human bone. And welcome to resource management. It's fun. I think you get focus from pretty much everything, from what I remember seeing from John. I need something that can be used as a lever. How about this boat? You could have possibly also used your flashlight. Awesome. It's still looking a little spicy, but there's a key inside, but it's still very hot. Picking it up might be painful. I mean, I have the bucket of water, but also I'm flush with healing items right now. And maybe I need the bucket of water for something later? Probably. Well, no, because you had the option, right? If you didn't have the option, I'd be like, maybe not. But no, I still can't even use that, so that's fine. I have the key. I will use the key here. I have to actually probably physically use the key. And now I can go back and get this. Oh, it didn't give it to me as a... Alright, well that was a waste. First resource management fail. An elevator door. That's red. I hate that. What the heck? Okay, so I think because 6. All right. Let's go back to the top though. Maybe like that. Maybe straight up is good. Let's start from the beginning. Okay. It's kind of a jam. Room 387. That's it. That's where I have to go, I think. That actually was... What the hell is that? Stay away. Nope. What? What option was that? Did I have besides get caught by the shadow people? Floating dream, restoring consciousness, disconnecting, waking up. I don't remember shadow people. Ah, dear God. Ding dong, bing bong. Let's read this real quick. Second dream. Tonight I was in a weird hotel. I found a blue cube that said it's your brother's dream. I gained and remained lucid this time without waking up. I explored the area and spoke with someone on the phone. Their voice was rather delicate and melodic, but at the same time it sounded cold and somehow unnatural. I think I gave it a good voice. That person told me that they will help me find Thomas, that they actually knew him. All I had to do was release the voice's owner from behind being locked up somewhere. Now that I write it down, it sounds even more suspicious than it did back then. And even back then I had my doubts. For now, I decided to play along. The voice from the phone taught me how to imagine items inside the dream, a handy trick that might be useful. As I located where the voice was locked, the hotel room 387, a monster appeared. Not like the other monster I ever encountered in my nightmares. It was terrifying. It felt like it wasn't a part of that dream. If it makes any sense, like if it came from outside, it caught me before God, the inflection. It caught me before I was able to run away, and I felt it pierce into my mind and soul. I thought I was done for. Miraculously, I woke up unharmed, but something tells me I might not be so lucky next time. Let's go see who's at the door. Oh, it's the landlord? Hello? May I help you? Oh, it's a neighbor. Wait. It's the train conductor. Can I talk to the guy that lives here? Unfortunately, he's gone. Moved? You his girlfriend? His sister. And no, not moved. He died. Huh. Had no idea. My condolences. So you live here now? For a while. I need to sort out some things my brother left behind. I see. Gotta ask, though, as a concerned neighbor, are you okay, miss? What do you mean? Listen, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, not to a girl that just lost her brother, but I heard loud noises coming from here in the middle of the night. Noises? Yep, screams mainly, and the disturbing kind. Was this close to calling the cops, to be honest. I might have had a bad dream. Miss, if that was a bad dream, I don't want to know how you scream in real danger. It sounded like, pardon my expression, a piglet getting skinned alive. Why do you know how? Anyway, I'm sorry for disturbing your sleep. This won't happen again. Do take care of yourself, miss. For your own and your neighbor's sake. But that was the conductor on the train. And we didn't know who that was. And the conductor on the train was our dream. Huh. What exactly happened last night? That shadow creature. I felt it stripping away my memories, my whole being before I was pulled away. Was I saved by that electrode cap? Which reminds me, I should probably check on that computer. Something tells me it took a hit for me there. And I need to decide what I should do with my day. I want to go back there to look for Thomas as fast as possible, but I need to spend my daytime somehow. Coffee. That's how I start most of my days. Either coffee, G Fuel, or... Nope, those are my two options. For midday, I do ginseng honey tea. With like real ginseng and honey in it. Like, it's good stuff. It's like goopy in a jar, and you pour hot water over it, and it's very delightful. Alright, let's go check on the computer. We've already read the dream journal. Did we find any information yesterday? My dream journal is a mess. Oh my god, that's a lot of pages. I always wanted to experience such a mess flying around, childish, blah blah blah. So yeah, she's lucid dreaming. The place where I was told to go with the glowing gem I found. That gem, it felt like it was not a complete accident. More like it was placed in my path. Okay. Before I woke up, I encountered monsters that wanted to hurt me. I don't think they were a part of my dream. It felt like they came from the outside, from the depths. The nightmare didn't fade away like I thought it would. I couldn't stop thinking about it. What if it was real? I became obsessed with it. I don't know why. Maybe I just wanted to prove myself wrong? I tried talking about the whole thing with my sis. Oh, this is the brother's dream journal. It didn't go well, to put it lightly, but we've been through worse crawls, and I'm sure we'll both get over it fast. Meanwhile, I have to act because I feel like I'm really going crazy, like she suggested. I need to go back there and see for myself. I just have to know, what if there is a whole world out there? But how do I get back? It's not that I didn't make any attempts, but it doesn't work. I have to keep trying. Maybe tonight I'll get lucky? I wish I could turn back time and be more understanding and open-minded. But look at me now, keeping my own dream journal. The twist of fate. The system was overloaded by a known entity. Partial loss of the user's memory might have occurred. Skill set lists corrupted. Collected echoes and dreams are reacquired Collect echoes in dreams to reacquire the lost skill set. Avoid coming in contact with unknown entities. Subsequent encounters might lead to a complete system failure. Complete your objective during dream to collect echoes. Spend echoes to level up skills and research items. Use the I button to show or hide locked elements. Swap between skills and items with R. Researching previously discovered items allows you to summon them in your dreams. Okay. I have 110 echoes, so I can do big pockets. Doubling. My inventory space is huge. Focus. Up to 3 focus, that's helpful. Why can't I get this? Oh, it's 200, 150. Oh, it's literally that I don't have enough. Okay. Got it. R. And we can research the human bone. Cool. So now I can do human bones in the dream. There. That should do it for now. If I understand this correctly, this thing should help me in the world of dreams. Perhaps with time I can make it work even better. Anyway, time to find something to do for the day. Or you just go watch TV all day? Photo taken of my brother at one of our family reunions. I wish we had spent more time with Thomas. 0594. Just barely over 2 years ago. So it's 1996. I wonder if things could have been different. Should we read? Your brother gathered a huge collection of books about dreams and added his own notes. Do you want to spend the day reading through Thomas's research? Okay, kid. What happens if I watch TV? Anything interesting? There's nothing wrong with being lazy from time to time. Who knows, you might watch something inspiring. Start with 1 extra item from your researched item list. That's a cool thing, especially early. Okay. So yes. We'll read for the day, get 500 bloopers, which will actually allow us to research the health medicine. Or we could get other items. Health medicine, I mean... oh, I guess we're done reading. Okay, so... Sorry, my shirts drive me crazy. It's like riding up just above the rim of my pants, and I hate that. Swap timelines! That sounds way better than medicine. Eagle Eye. Examine an enemy in combat to gain detailed information of their attacks. I can go for big pockets too, which sounds awesome. Some people can't run in their dreams. You run faster. By remembering more details of your dreams, you learn faster. So I earn 10% more echoes. That's a good economy. Determines how much influence on the dream world you can force with your imagination. Oh, more max focus. More health. So I think getting echoes faster will be better. I think we can focus on that. At least for the first level. 900 is big. Okay. I guess we just go straight back to sleep, yeah? Do it. We have to finish what we started. Hotel's West Wing. Okay, cool, so I can start back over there. I don't actually know where this is. It's empty. The picture's blurry. I can't make anything out. The painting looks somewhat familiar. I can't use it. It's missing an ink ribbon. That's funny. And you have to be an old school Resident Evil fan to understand. Well, no, because the remake had that. I did it. Nothing in there. A door. What the hell is that? Another monster? It seems like it didn't notice me yet. Cute. Huh. With me only having a little bit of items, I might want to just not go one. Can I get down there yet? No plank. Okay. Run. Yes. What does the can of meat do? Very dubious looking can of meat. Oh, it heals for 1. Excellent. Oh yeah, what does the wooden plank do? So I have to press middle mouse, damage 1, bleed 1. Okay, so I could kill that thing if I wanted to. I have 3 options here. Okay, interesting, interesting. I mean, I could avoid it, I guess. Oh, it's patrolling all the way around. What is this? While this hole is big enough to drop something through it, I won't be able to get through without cutting myself on sharp wire edges. There has to be a better way to get there. What would I want to drop? Felt like I saw something sparkle there. What's that noise? There's something in the water. I have to get out. I apparently can't fight whatever that is. which means I'm going to need to drop a toaster in there or something. Well, a toaster wouldn't work. Okay, so a door. Let's go through this door. That wall's bricked up. Locked. I don't see anything else over here. Can I use the elevator? I'm probably gonna have to fight that. Yep. 5 health. Okay. Damage 1, bleed 1. So bleed works as a 1-turn poison that they take at the end of their turn. So this effectively does 2 damage. So I'll start with the nailed plank. It's got 1. I'll do the wrench to stagger it for a turn. And then I'll do another nailed plank hit. Bone. Bone. I guess I should check this door first before I go riding down the elevator. Okay, that's not good. Empty bucket. Oh, it's the bucket from the night before that no longer has water in it. I got bamboozled. Painkillers. I do remember painkillers heal 1 damage. So I have a pot of coffee there. What I can do is make a couple of these. Okay. So that's 4 damage, and now I do also remember that the coffee is focus. Yes. Awesome. Desk note. Day 1. I couldn't be happier to reach my room. The trip took way longer than I anticipated. I didn't expect a 3-hour delay just because someone went missing on the train. Stupid, if you ask me. It's not like they jumped out through a window. Keep everyone locking inside for such a long time was scandalous. Good thing my meeting with the publisher's planned for tomorrow. What I need right now is a few solid hours of sleep. Excuse me. Tomorrow is a big day. The publisher delayed our meeting. I'll be stuck here for a few more days. I got the information 2 hours prior to our appointment. Great, just great. I guess I have some extra time to prepare. The hotel should really consider hiring nicer staff. Everyone just shrugged me off when I said I heard a weird noise last night. I didn't make it up. All those sounds kept me awake for half the night. At some point, I think I even heard the knob turning. It's stressing me out. I need to calm down for the meeting. I can't go there if I'm all shaking or yawning every couple minutes. There's something really wrong with this hotel. I got lost in the corridors as if the layout changed overnight. I don't feel safer in my room anymore. Someone tries to get inside every now and then. It drives me crazy. To make things worse, I can't find a way to the receptionist desk. I don't know what to do. It's like a nightmare from which I can't wake up. I have bad news for you. I'm almost out of food. If not for the room where I found some snacks and coffee, I'd probably be starving right now. That person who disappeared on the train, I'm starting to believe the whole story. I just want to go back home. The paintings, they're watching me, my every move. Don't you meow, you lay down. I'm playing spooky games. If you're new to the channel, this is Noodle. This is my baby boy. He's very obnoxious and needy, and I love him. And he will probably inevitably start chewing on the arm of my chair, in which I will have to throw him off. Because, yeah, he does that. Or he'll lick my arm. Lay down, dude. The paintings, they're watching me, my every move. No matter where I go, I tore one of them. I couldn't stand it anymore. Oh, it's, oh, no matter where I go. I tore one of them. I couldn't stand it anymore, only for it to be fixed the moment I returned the same corridor a while later. People in those paintings, it's like they're mocking me. I'll show them. I'll burn the whole damn place to the ground. I don't think that worked out. Dude, lay down. I can play the game one-handed, so I guess I'll pet you. But petting a cat's not good for being uncomfortable. How am I supposed to get spooked? Oh, actually, you know what? I've got other places I can be. Pet ownership, am I right? Shit, I forgot about that. Oh, he's behind me now. Excellent. Stop licking me. I'm just trying to avoid fighting him since resources are limited right now. And now he's licking my leg. I didn't expect this to be what this was like when I came down that elevator. Okay. Yes, please. That adds to my collection. Oh, wait, that's different. Bunch of planks. Well, yeah, obviously. Defense. Bleed one blocked. Okay, so this is actually another part of the game. There are defensive items. Items can... I gotta switch legs, dude. So some items can use to block damage rather than deal damage, and this one in particular blocks 1 point of damage but also causes 1 point of bleed. So you get to avoid 1 damage while also dealing a tiny bit of damage at the end of their next turn. Pretty handy. It doesn't work. Okay. Oh, I guess that's it then. Let's go over here. I don't know if there are bosses in this game. I know there are some pretty chonky enemies. 387. That's the door I saw last time. Hello? Stop chewing on the arm of my chair. One more time and you're going in the floor. Nobody's answering. And it's locked. Great. I don't know what I expected. Amelia, is that you? Yes, are you the one I spoke to on the phone? Please help me. Release me from here. Hang on, I'll try opening the door. Damn it, should I even trust him? But I don't think I have any other leads to my brother. I have one particular thing in mind that I want to do before I end the episode. And I will just end the floor. He chews on the arm of my chair, and, you know, obviously he messes it up really bad. Anyways, I don't know if I'll be able to find it in this episode or not, because I'm getting to the point where I need to call it. But there is a map somewhere, and I really want to get that so that we'll have it for next time. Oh, if only I had the bucket of water. Both swords are just hanging props, but the shield looks useful. Do I have a screwdriver? No. Does a wrench work? Of course they're flat screws. Yes. Examine. Huh. I don't remember if I've seen a locked anything up to this point. There it is. Hey, what are you doing here slacking about? Excuse me? You've heard me. Look at all those bags. Our guests will await their luggage. Get to work. I think you've got the wrong idea, mister. I don't work here. First of all, it's the senior chief porter to you, miss. And secondly, I'm the neighbor and also the train conductor. Okay, what do you want me to do exactly? I just assume I'm new here. Huh, great. Untrained greenhorn. Those bags here on the benches should be delivered to their owners. Each of them occupies a room on a different floor. And do you expect me to carry all those bags around? Easy there. Your job is to load up the carts. Put each bag into one that goes to the right floor. Okay, how am I supposed to know which bag goes on which floor? You've got to be kidding me. Didn't you get a list, or did you lose it somewhere, huh? Either way, it's not my problem. I guess I'll have to look for that list. I'm the only one on this shift, so you can give up on ringing. Who are you trying to summon? I'm... 5, 6... No, I'm not letting you see the manager. Please stop that. Who are you trying to summon? Do you need anything? Please stop that. Okay, well, I'm bored. If something's gonna happen, it's never gonna be me. Hey! We have le map. And there we go. That's what I wanted. So there's an enemy here, an enemy here. I don't know. Power goes out there. Stuff to do here, here. So exclamation points are things you can do. And yeah, this is how I know, because you can see the doors on the map, whereas when you're running through, you may not actually be able to see them. I have 2 directions I can go here. That door may be locked and require the golden key. All right, well, that is where I choose to close out this episode. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, of course, likes, comments, subscription, all that good stuff helps out a bunch. And I will see you in the next one. Deuces, dummies.